Hi everyone. Today's video has 3 points and you're going to want to stick around because the third point is a secret to my exact pricing strategy I use when it comes to pricing books on Amazon. So the topic we're discussing today is how to price a self-published book on Amazon. By the end of this video, you're going to know the role pricing plays when it comes to people who are considering buying your book. You're going to have the exact pricing strategy I use to make thousands and thousands of dollars on Amazon. And you're going to feel great that you're setting yourself up to make as many royalties and as much in royalties as humanly possible when it comes to your books that you're putting on Amazon. So this is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com, where self-publishing doesn't have to be so hard. Hit the subscribe button if you'd like for me to make more videos like this one, and check out below in the description to book a one-on-one free discovery session with me so that we can take a look at your book and how far you've come on your self-publishing process. We just will sit down with a 30-minute to 1-hour session and take a look at how far your process has come. And the people who have done it already have been very happy with the results, and I'm sure you will as well. So let's get into it. For my own story, I had no clue or understanding about the nature of pricing when I was first getting started with my books. I thought a bunch of things that were incorrect. I thought pricing was the top issue on people's minds deciding whether to buy a book or not. If the price is too high, well, we just don't buy it. If the price is too low, well, then maybe you would buy it, you see. And if it's free, well, then it's a no-brainer. I thought this was the key issue with pricing, that pricing played a very key role in people's minds. So I figured I don't want to charge too much for my books because my goal is to become known at some level. So I want to get as many books of mine out there. I mean, since that point, it's a little bit funny. I mean, my books are in libraries all over the world at this point in the game. But the fact is that I figured I'll just make $1 per book. I hope they don't get offended at this pricing because it'll be just so cheap that it'll make it so easy of a decision, because after all, pricing is the number one thing people think about when buying your book, right? Well, no, that is completely incorrect. I was losing thousands of dollars as a result of this terrible decision. The thing is, I studied the subject much closer about implementing price strategy, and there were a whole bunch of things I found very difficult. I didn't even believe them until I implemented them, and the end result was seeing my revenues jump up incredibly high compared to what I was doing before, resulting in selling around 40,000 to 50,000 books as a result of the new pricing strategy, and also seeing what happens. In other words, you start raising the price and people increase how many sales you're getting. It was unbelievable, and that's what we're going to discuss here. How to price a self-published book on Amazon. So the first thing is, pricing is about projecting value and not the top reason people buy or don't buy your book. When somebody's looking to buy a book, if the book is a proper match and is doing proper marketing and has great sales copy, so the person is sold on the fact it's going to deliver the value and the results that it's putting out into its description and such, then the person will not allow price except if it goes incredibly high. But even then it becomes a luxury good. But at that level, but the thing is they're not going to let price be the thing that gets in their way. So if a book is $6 or $30, many times if the book is a correct fit, the person will buy it regardless. And this is something that really you need to understand, that pricing is not about whether or not it's too expensive. Pricing is about projecting the quality of the book, and in fact will impact how they perceive the book. So for example, if you go to a meal and they tell you it's $100 meal and you sit down and they serve it and they explain where all the parts are from. I've seen this before where they did this exact experiment, and all of the parts of the meal were all cheap, found in a local grocery store, nothing expensive. But then they lied to the person and told them, oh, this is the best milk and the best cheese, and the way they present it, and they're wearing fancy clothing, that when they present the food, the person feels it tasted so much better. It was definitely worth the $100 meal. Whereas if they tell them, hey, it's just cheap ingredients, I found some here, they're sort of out of date even, and you do it this way, the perceived value is much lower, even if both meals are the same. And the price will tell us, oi, that's the number one rule of price serves, is signaling the value of what you're going to get. And so this is something that so many authors do not understand when pricing their books. The second tip of the day is we adjust the price based upon what the market is telling us. And I'll get into that in the secret point, but the fact is that some of the prices, and I'll just say on the Kindle books, we don't change the prices on them. Their role is to bring traffic in to see that price, and then they see you have paperback, audiobooks, and hardback books. Those then persuade people that maybe they should purchase them instead, and that's why many of the authors I know and myself, we make twice as much money off of our paperback books, even though I sell a lot more Kindle books. It pulls these readers in, they see there's a paperback version available, and then they just buy it. And they also will see the Kindle book is so cheap. But we're going to hit it now. Our secret tip of the day, number 3, it's that for Kindle books, for a single manuscript, that's just a single book, we're pricing it at $2.99. That will give us a $2 royalty off of each sale. And then if it's a bundle where we combine 2 books together into a combination, a single book, then we're going to raise the price by $1 there. And that means we'll be making $3. It could be a little bit different based upon how they do it, but just raise it $1. So that's $3.99 for 2 manuscripts and $4.99 if it's 3 manuscripts. So if you have books A, B, and C and you combine them together, that's going to give us, we're going to sell that for $4.99. We're going to make, in general, $3 off every sale of that book. Now, those prices stay constant. We never raise them. We never lower them. Amazon will give us the maximum profits when our books are priced between $2.99 and $9.99 at 70%. Under that, they're going to drop it down to like 30% or something. It's crazy bad. So we stick with this. We're using the prices on our Kindle books to drive that traffic. The next thing is for our print back books, we should be making, regardless of how many pages these books are, $5 for every sale. Now, and then for each additional manuscript, you raise it by $1, okay? But let's just say you have a single book out. I got my first book, right? $5 is what you make. For every 6 copies we sell in a 90-day period, we're going to raise that price by $1. Now, if we go like a 30-day period and we're making no sales, we drop it back down to that base price again, okay? Some of my books are priced at, I believe they've gone up 17 to 20 times. At one point, I had some books as 30 times I'd raised the price, where I was making $35 for every sale of the book. And it was unbelievable, especially around Christmas time. But then if the sales just dive and drop off, we drop it back down to the base price and let the market tell us to raise the prices from there. Every 6 copies in a 90-day period, we just raise it by $1 and keep on doing this exact pricing strategy, and it has resulted in an insane amount of money coming through. Because look, I don't know what the market values. Don't think for a second when you put your book out there it's going to sell 1 million copies. It may or it may not. That's one of the reasons I do discovery sessions with people, to specifically look at your book and help you optimize it. I have one goal. It is to make sure you're selling as many copies as possible with your book. We also will look at the niche and the keywords that you're in to make sure that they also are properly adjusted to maximize the sales that you're going to be making on your book. Once those are in place, we're running ads against it, and then we're able to see what exactly happens. But I want you to also use the proper pricing strategy. I want you making as much money off of your books as humanly possible. Now, you may be wondering, why do I want that? Well, the answer is, if you're doing that, you're going to come back and watch more videos. You're going to take more of the courses that I offer, and you're going to hire me for more coaching. It's just that simple. And so one of my goals is to see you not leaving money on the table. The second thing is you're going to be motivated to write more books and to get your value, the value that is in each of your books, out to more people. And so in a sense, by me teaching you these, don't even hire me. Just follow the tips I'm giving you. Adjust your prices as I'm telling you, and watch what happens to your royalties that are coming in. They're going to jump. And so as a result, we're able to reach even more people and get that value out to the world, as opposed to incorrectly pricing your books losing sales, losing royalties, becoming demotivated, and quit writing, where you suddenly are not getting the value you could be getting out to your audience. And this is one of the reasons I'm here, to make it as easy as humanly possible for your books. But my question for you today is, what price do you sell your books at? Let me know below in the comments, and check up above me here for more video answers to your self-publishing questions. Thanks.